Okay, so this is day one of, I want to say 3 days, hopefully, of comic hauls. Today and tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, will be Amazon hauls. Today and tomorrow will be Amazon hauls. Then library haul, again, all this hopefully. The library haul and reading recommendations. I'll finally review Monstrous and the other book. There was Old Guard, to those of you who want to know about that one. Then Friday, it's going to be a Newbury Comics haul. Very belated, because I'm waiting a long time for that. But first and foremost is the book. I'm probably going to name this one, because it is true, a book that I kind of didn't want to get. And this is, I only would have gotten, knife. I only would have gotten this one. I only got this one because it was only a 2-volume series. And I had volume 1. Volume 2 was pretty cheap. It's not a series I'd ever consider. If I didn't have volume 1, I would never have gotten that series. I would have seen it like, oh, not for me. But I got in volume 1 because volume 1 was $10. And back then I just get anything, any Image book that was $10. But I had money. Technically, it was a gift card. But I wanted to... So, originally, I was going to get another book. It was going to be a pre-order. But they decided to do the stupidest thing. I mean, it was so weird. It was also Image Comics. So, technically, this was Image's fault. It kept saying, like, oh, we'll just give you a delivery estimate when you're an estimate when the delivery will arrive. Actually, it's Amazon's fault, not Image Comics' fault. And Amazon kept saying that. I was like, oh, okay. It's a little fishy because you never said that before. You've always given me an expected delivery date or said, yes, you'll get it on the day it arrives. But alright. I thought at worst I'd have to wait 2 days, like it had to do with Good Asian, even though it arrived the day it was opening the gifts. So it didn't matter anyways. But for this one, I would have been fine with waiting, but... And I was already... Actually, not really. I was already kind of skeptical about getting the other one, so... When it didn't even arrive when it was supposed to, and it said July 13th it was going to come in, I was like, hell no. I'm canceling that order and getting these books instead. I mulled over these because some were 1 day, like I wanted it to be, but others were 2 days, and I was like, I don't want to wait 2 days. That's stupid. But the one that I wait for 2 days, it's kind of nice because 3 of them are all one series, except for 1. All the 4... Sorry, 3 of the 4 are different, are the same series, and 1's a different series. Now, I just completely confused all you guys. So this one is, we check the condition, make sure we're all good. Just a little bend there, that's fine. Not a little bend, a little tear there, but that's fine. And it is bent a little bit, but once I put it on the shelf, it'll be fine. And that is Safe Sex Volume 2. I know. You look at this series and look at me and the comics that I get and the comics that I read, and this is so far from what I would ever pick up that it's insane. I only got this series because of the volume 1. There's only 2 volumes of the series out so far. The internal artwork actually looks really good. I like the internal artwork. It's just like this one's too neon and girly colors like pinks and purples and all that shit. I'm colorblind, so I don't know why I saw purple. But pink and all those colors. It's nothing that I would ever consider getting. Carmen Maria Machado liked it though. That's perfect. Vice, of course, Vice liked it. Saya Jones, Justin Hall, haha, so funny. Sex witch. So yeah. And kind of like, oh, $16.99 cover price. So I got a discount. That was just $14.99 because they didn't say $16.99 and didn't have that crossed out like Amazon normally does. And this one collects. I don't even know if it even collects issues. Collects issues because they only show 7 issues on the Image Comics site even. Oh yeah, who else gave it? No one I recognize so far. Witches, Sluts, and Feminists. CBR, of course they gave a good review on it. It's probably right up their alley. And women write about comics. At least I got it for free. Hey, I got something worse, technically, for my other $14.99 gift card. Last time I got that, That whole knowledge panel thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on, like, what issues it collects. I think it's just, like, a, yeah, chapter 1. They have chapters, at least. So here, see how many chapters there is. I'll go here, I think that's the end. So yeah, 6 chapters. Yep. So, I think, let's estimate. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Woo! So they're the final 6 issues of that series. I don't know. It's not saying... I like that it says chapters, so whenever I get down to reading this, I'll know. Because I like when books go by chapters. At least, like, not books, but like comics in general, because it's by issue. And sometimes I hate when the chapters are so short. I'm so weird about that, but it's because most of the books I read are collected editions of previously published material. So it's like, oh, collect Spider-Man 1 through 6. So I read Spider-Man issue 1, and they count as a book that I read. I know, it's really weird. But the whole thing with the book that was pre-ordered but didn't come in, maybe I'll find it at Newbery. It's a pretty expensive book. It would have been just 1 book. But the rest are coming in tomorrow. Then Library Hall, which will be another one. I might be a little not angry. It will be because not all the books came in so far. They haven't all come in. But I hope at least the other ILL comes in. Like, please, at least that. But time will tell. Because I'm not waiting any longer. Well, good. But the whole thing, my mom's taking me. And you guys remember what I was talking about with just like that I got a lot of books. Like, who cares? It doesn't really matter. It's not one of those things I can't do. It's just one of those things that she, like, doesn't understand. It's like, I don't understand that. I don't know. But enough prattling. That was the book that I got. And you'll see more tomorrow. Why couldn't the other books, why can't they all come in today? I wouldn't have minded that. That is it.